Hello everyone, and welcome back! And today we are taking a look at the Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Twitch. Because I really like this figure, and I really like the show, actually. And to be true honest, she's actually a pretty decent figure. There are a few small problems that I have with it. But it's just her chest piece that doesn't want to tab in, like, at all. It's flippity floppity, and it's a little annoying. She doesn't like to stand a lot because she's kind of back heavy. You can, rotate the gyros a bit, which is nice, but even still, she just has a weird time standing, unfortunately. But honestly, the coloring on her is actually pretty good. If we zoom in right up here. Ow. There we go. There we go. You have very nice, very well light-piped eyes, because her entire back section of her head is just clear plastic, which is awesome. So the eyes themselves, they light up really nicely. Unfortunately, just because of the art style, you just get the void eyes. Void. She looks evil, honestly. She has a very evil look to her just because of the black and voided eyes. Luckily, they are not as bad as Nightshade's. Their eyes are horrifying. Unfortunately, I don't have Nightshade to compare. Really want that figure because they're awesome. Yeah, there's that. You do have some they did a really good job on painting, her face. Like, they do a good job at paint matching, and especially because it is metallic blue on red plastic. Like, that's a surprisingly hard color to get right on a figure like this. So I'm very impressed with, like, what they've done. A little bit of small paint problems there, but that's nothing too bad. You get her chest is actually pretty well done. You get the very basic camera eye lens. Kind of gives her an Iron Man arc reactor motif. Like, she can shoot a giant laser beam from her chest. Whum. Thighs are well done. Again, you have the very nice shins. You also have a very nice little bit of detailing here on the, just kind of the underside of the shin there. Just done in a very slight amount of yellowish gold kind of coloring. And it looks very nice. Back's pretty plain because it's, mainline deluxe for a children's show, so, The propellers themselves are pretty decent. They spin. They do a spinny. Definitely not show accurate, but again, it's a turbine character, so you're not gonna have the orbs of energy inside of a giant circle. They're gonna actually have turbines, which is cool. So for articulation, you have just a ball joint here at the head, which gives you wonderful ranges of movement. You can get her to look all the way up. Can kind of get her to look down. Come on, you. Oop. There we go. Sorry. You can get her to kind of look down, but it's a little awkward. Again, the turbines are on ball joints, so, perfect wiggly wagglies. The kind of sword things, tail rudder thingies, they are on ball joints, so you get a lot of really good expressiveness out of the laser wings. Unfortunately, they do, like, you can pop them off if you're not a fan of them, but they don't actually fit into her hands, so she can't have, like, the laser sword thing that she used them for in the show, which sucks, because I think that would have been really cool if we were able to get, like, the laser sword. That would have been nifty, but it's a mainline toy. What you gonna do? Shoulders on ball sockets as well, so you get a wonderful range of movement. You can also get her to do a socket Magnus. Whoosh! You have mushroom peg here for the upper bicep, so you get a very nice upper bicep rotation, and you get just about 90-degree of bend at the elbow, nothing at the wrist, unfortunately, but that's fine. You get a waist swivel, which is awesome. She can do full 360. Her legs can go out that far, so she can get a pretty decent kick. Back that far, and I'm going to have to move the laser thingies out of the way. Full back, which is awesome. And she has wonderful knees, about just above 90. And then if you push out the other turbine here, you get a very nice, just jagged knee point, thanks to the transformation hinge. You can just kind of put that back. And then you have two movements here at the ankle. You have this part here, and then you also have a ball joint. So she has pretty decent ranges of movement here at the footsies. She also comes with her blaster weapon, just very oversized. And it's just a peg that goes into her hand here. So you can plug that in, and she can shoot shit, because she's crazy like that. And unfortunately, it is not blast effect compatible. That's why I used just a very nice little Gundam, or just a model kit blast effect for her. And it works. But yeah, so that's that. If I can get her to stand up. Stand, please, Twitch. Stand. My dear. Stand. There we go. Alright, so there's that. And here we have her next to Optimus Prime. Not bad, not bad. Here she is next to her bestie Megatron. I don't think this version of Megatron. And here we have her next to Armada Starscream, because why not? Sorry about that. I had to close the door. But yeah, so there is the height there, and there we go. And yeah, so for the love of it, stand, stay, stay. Good. She's definitely not as tiny as she is in the show, which, fair enough. Toy, you're not gonna, do a whole lot there. And there's that. And finally, here she is next to God. She is taller than God. Alright, so let's get down to transforming her, shall we? So, you want to take off the blaster if you already have that. Just set that off to the side for right now. And we will take these little foot things here. Just kind of open them up. And then what I like to do is I like to collapse the swords together and just bring them up. Just makes life a little bit easier. Then you take the entire chest section, or actually first, before that, you want to take the head, rotate it all the way up so that she is facing forward like so. And then you bring up the entire chest section about as far as it will go. That will give you clearance to bring out the little sensor stand, her little flight thingy. I'm not sure what that part is for, aside from just the housing for the big footsies. So you want to take the arms. There's a hinge here, and you want to just bring that all the way in, and then here is a tab right here that will go into this slot right over here if my damn camera will focus. And there's the friggin' AC. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But there's that. And then you just do the same thing on the other side. Push that in. Rotate the arm. And there you go. There you have kind of the front section basically done. Now you want to take the little propellers, and normally it does it by itself, but sometimes it doesn't, so you keep them nice and separated. And then there are two tabs already on the blades here, and they just plug into the ports on her posterior section. It's a bit awkward, but whatever. And then you just click out the other smaller propeller bits, like so. And then you rotate at the side here. When you push the feet, extend the foot out so it's nice and tall there. And then you just kind of collapse it. And there are 2 points where, well, 3 points actually. So bring out the arms because I completely forgot about the step. I apologize. So there are 3 points to this to a connection. There's this part right here on the heel. There's this tab that goes into this slot right over here. And then there's this tab that tabs into the arm itself. So there are 3 connector points, and it's a pain in the butt, and it's incredibly fiddly to connect to all 3. So what I do is I connect the foot first to the hip, and then I play around with that, which is nice, and then finally I connect the arm. And that was a lot less fiddly than I originally had it. Lucky bugger. It's the camera, I swear. The toy likes me when it's on camera. So we just do the same for the other side. In, connect. Oh, see, and then connect. And there we go. Now we have a very basic drone mode. And then to finish it off, we take the blaster and we tab it in to right here. There's a peg right here. And then we just peg that in. And there we have Twitch in her drone mode. And once again, drone mode. It is a very nice drone mode. I very much like it. Obviously, it's not accurate to the show model, but I mean, that does some black magic that toys just cannot reproduce. And to be truly honest, I don't really care. I love this mode. Usually I don't display my figures in their alt mode, but a lot of times I just kind of want to keep Twitch in drone mode because I love this drone mode. So nice. And on a lot of the details are still the same. You just have the gunmetal here leading into the red, gunmetal here on the what used to be the shin, just the dark gray plastic here for the propellers. You have the gold here, and then you have her head, which you can do a lot more with it. So you can either have the head kind of like that, so that she has this sensor and then another sensor and then the little antennae, or you can have it fully ahead and she just has the little antenna there. Spinny things are spinny. And sometimes what I like to do is I like to actually unpeg the blades, open them up like that, kind of angle the things here, and then give her kind of like little insect kind of flight wing things. Make her kind of like a giant VTOL, like a VTOL aerial drone, kind of sort of. It's just an idea for me, because I've always liked it. The one thing is I do not like the little clampy feet. I do not. And thankfully, they are kind of easy to remove. So if you're like me and you don't like them, you can take them off. It's just a bit of a pain, and you can already kind of see there's a wee bit of plastic problem. Oop. A little bit of problem right here. So you can kind of see does kind of flex the plastic a bit. Thankfully, nothing on this side, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful. And you also, we take out a little flight stand here. There's a little hole in the, move these out of the way. There's a little hole right here. So hopefully this is you can kind of get a bit better of a flight stand thing going here, but because of the squared off nature of this adapter and the fact that you just have a bunch of prongs there, it's not really going to do it. Yeah, and this cheap stand, it doesn't do jack all. Maybe. There we go. And there we have it. Again, this is also just a cheap flight stand too, so is that, but you can kind of see what I'm going for here. Just flying drone, which is actually pretty nifty. Yeah, so there's that. And for comparison, here she is next to G1 OP, because I figured this would probably be the best idea, considering the amount of G1 love that kind of goes on in that in the wonderful Earthspark show. There's that. Here she is with Tankatron, because I don't have Earthspark Megatron. I'm not a fan of the... Well, I am happy that we're getting another VTOL Megatron. I'm not a fan of that transformation. A little awkward just for me. If you like it, more power to you. I am so happy that you enjoy that that toy. Just not for me. I like my Megatrons being tanks. Yeah, so there's that. Here she is with Starscream. Her other wingmate, I guess. Wingman? Kind of, sort of. And something I realized while I was transforming all these guys, I don't have her with that too. And I am sad, because my Jackie, unfortunately the glass on his, for one of his front windshield bits, kind of broke. Now, I can still, like, transform him and everything. It's fine. It's just I don't like touching it because of just how brittle that plastic is. I know I can always glue it. I haven't gotten around to it yet, unfortunately. But yeah, so unfortunately no Dad 2, which stinks. But yeah, so that is Earthspark Twitch. I very much like this. I cannot wait for JB to come out, because I love his dino mode. Like that dinosaur is amazing. So I can't wait to get that. And also hashtag her much smoother vehicle mode looks nice. Though I wish we had have gotten her ghost fan form. I kind of prefer the more blocky shoulders on that figure, or on that character model. But c'est la vie. We're getting what we're getting, and to be truly honest, this is a really good figure. Very indicative of what we got in the show. And honestly, I'm happy with it. So, sorry that this is a much shorter video than normal, but, you know, smaller, kind of more kid-friendly deluxe, not as much stuff going on with it. But you know what, that's fair. So, yeah, that's about it for Twitch here. So, have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you watch this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.